was a great week, and watching that tape... This game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense. And
oh, he's got some space. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Moss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's take a second about Arizona State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Quickly complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 16 over Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
7 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
Let's go. Break. Single.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Going to the running game. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Makes the grab. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Knights buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Braswell. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Sun! field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Brown wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. The Knights will send out the punt unit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and going, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Levin. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. And the returner will be knocked down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. running it to the right. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
2nd down coming up. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not...
Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set. In great position here. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow...
Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
UCF 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last.
Oh, ball's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Braswell. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brown wants to pass. Looking for his man. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. waiting to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. The Knights will keep this drive going.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Let's it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sun Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Gonna run it. It's Udo. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Levin. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys. have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Akron's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Makes the grab on the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Zips are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hills. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And the Zips can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going up top again. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
The Zips with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end.
Touchdown, Akron! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.